In the United States today, people have more ways to meet partners than any generation in history. Dating apps, social networks, endless options. Yet something strange is happening. Marriage rates are falling, loneliness is rising, and many US adults quietly feel like finding real love is harder than ever. This isn't just a dating problem, it's a brain problem. Because the modern dating world pushes your brain to search for love in ways your mind was never designed to handle. I am Yar Hashmi. I have spent years researching how our brains trick us, and one of the strangest tricks the brain plays on people in modern America is this. The harder you try to logically find the perfect partner, the harder it becomes for your brain to actually fall in love. The brain often blocks the very feeling you are trying to create. In this video, you will see why finding a soulmate feels so difficult in modern American life, how dating apps quietly change the brain attraction system, why overthinking relationships can shut down romantic chemistry, and why sometimes what feels like a soulmate is actually your brain reacting to emotional relief. Across the United States, people spend more time searching for love than ever before, but the search itself creates pressure. You evaluate profiles, compare personalities, analyze compatibility. Slowly, dating begins to feel like a decision-making process instead of human experience, and this activates the prefrontal cortex. But romantic attraction is driven somewhere else, emotional and reward systems. When the analytical system dominates, the emotional system often goes quiet. Your brain moves into evaluation mode. Instead of falling in love, you start conducting interviews. Modern American dating culture focuses heavily on compatibility, lifestyle preferences, career goals, values, long-term plans. These things matter for relationships, but attraction doesn't work the same way. Romantic passion is usually triggered by novelty, uncertainty, and emotional discovery. Your brain releases dopamine when something feels new and exciting. But when you already know everything about someone before the first date, there's a very little left for the brain to discover. The mystery disappears, and without discovery, dopamine has less reason to fire. Dating apps promise efficiency, but the brain didn't evolve to choose partners from hundreds of profiles. The human mind evolved in small social groups, limited options, slow relationships. Today your brain goes through dozens of potential partners in minutes. This creates a subtle psychological effect. The brain keeps searching because when options appear endless, commitment feels risky. Some part of the mind keeps wondering, maybe someone better is one swipe away. If you ever felt confused about why modern dating feels exhausting, you are not alone. Understanding the brain mechanism behind these experiences is exactly what this channel explores. But there's another reason falling in love feels harder today, and it has nothing to do with dating apps. It has to do with dopamine itself. Romantic attraction depends heavily on dopamine. Dopamine creates excitement, focus, craving, but modern American life constantly stimulates this same reward system. Social media, streaming, endless digital novelty. Over time, the brain becomes flooded with small dopamine hits. When the reward system is constantly stimulated, its sensitivity can drop. That means powerful experiences, including romantic attraction, may feel less intense than they once did. Sometimes what feels like destiny is actually emotional relief. Imagine someone who has been lonely for a long time, feeling unseen, disconnected. Then suddenly someone appears who listens, who understands. The brain experiences a powerful release of tension, and the emotional relief can feel overwhelming. But the brain sometimes misinterprets this feeling. Relief from loneliness can feel like soulmate energy, even when deeper compatibility hasn't formed yet. The modern world teaches people to search for the perfect person, but the brain doesn't work that way. Love usually begins through spontaneous discovery, emotional curiosity, and shared experience. Over time, that excitement naturally changes. The brain slowly shifts from passion to attachment, from novelty to partnership, and lasting relationships usually grow from something quieter: friendship, shared goal, mutual growth. A soulmate may not be someone perfectly matched by logic. Often, it's someone your life gradually expands around. If modern life sometimes makes relationships feel confusing, it may not be because love is disappearing. It may simply be that the brain is trying to bond inside a system it was never designed for. And sometimes the most helpful thing you can do is stop treating love like a problem to solve and start noticing how your mind actually experiences connection.